Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can install and set up R and RStudio on your Windows operating system. So let's get started and let's see how we can do it. So first of all, we will open our favorite browser and search for install R. And the first link which will appear here will be from cran.r-project.org/base. So just click on this link. I can give this link in the description of this video also you so you can directly come to this web page, or if you just open the official website, which is https cran.r-project.org. Let's go to the home page. Straight away you will see this download R for Windows link here, and then when you click on the base option, you will see this option for download R for Windows, right? So we are going to click on this link. It is going to download this R exe file for Windows. So we are going to click on this executable file, and let me minimize the browser. And when this installation start for the first time, it might ask you to allow this app to make changes on your device. Just press yes to that warning and you will see the setup for R. So first you can choose the language in which you want to install R. We are going to choose the default language, which is English, but all these other languages are available, and then click OK. And on this next window, you can read the information about R. And if you agree with the license terms and conditions, click on next here. This will be the default location where R will be installed on your Windows operating system. So if you don't have the good reason to change this location, just leave it as default and then click on next. And then you will see the components. So all these components will be installed and it will take around 187 megabyte of disk space. So I'm going to click on next here, and then you can see the startup options. So it says please specify yes or no, then click next. So if you click yes, you can customize the startup, and if you just select the default, which is no, then we will just accept the default settings. So I'm going to leave it as no here and then click on next. And on the next window, it's also going to create the startup menu folder. So the option R is okay for me. If you don't want to create this startup menu folder, you can check this checkbox, right? But I will leave it as unchecked, which is going to create this startup menu folder. And then I'm going to click on next. And these are all the other options. So if you want to create a desktop shortcut, you can check this checkbox. Also, you can create a quick launch shortcut, and then all the other options are selected here. I will leave everything as default here and then click on next, which is going to start the installation of R on my Windows operating system. So we just need to wait for this progress bar to reach to the 100% mark. And once R is installed, you can see this message which says completing the R for Windows setup wizard. We're going to press finish here, which is going to complete the installation of R programming language. Now, once R is installed, you can click on this Windows icon and click on all here. And then we are going to just go to the folder R here, and you can see this option, which is R 4.5.2. So we are going to click on this link, which is going to open this kind of R console. You can also maximize this window. And here you can evaluate some R commands. For example, 2 plus 2, and press enter. It's going to give you the answer. Or if you want to print something, you can just write print, and then inside these double quotes, just write your message, for example, hello world here, and then press enter, and it's going to print that output for you. In this R GUI, you can also create a new R script and then run that script from your R console application itself. So this is how you can use R GUI. Now let's go to the location where R is installed. So this is how you can use our GUI console. Let's go to the location where R is installed. So I'm going to go to my C drive and then program files. And here it has created this R folder for me and then the version of R and then click on bin folder here. Why I'm showing this folder to you is because if you want to run R commands from your command prompt. So if you go to the command prompt, so just go to the search and then search for CMD here and open the command prompt from here. And then if you write R and then press enter, it is not going to recognize the R command, right? So if you want to run the R command from the command prompt or your PowerShell, you need to set the environment variable for that, right? So just close this command prompt and then go to the location up to the bin folder, which I've shown you, which is by default in your C drive, then program files, then R folder, and then the version of R you have installed, and then the bin folder. Copy this path from here and then just minimize this folder explorer and then search for environment variable on your search bar and then just open the first option which says edit system environment variables, and here click on environment variables, and under system variables you will see this path variable. So just select this and then click on edit and then just paste the path of our bin folder here, right, as a new value. And then once you have done that, just click on OK and then click on OK and then click on OK once again, and then once again open the command prompt. So you need to close your command prompt if the previous command prompt is open and then open the new instance of command prompt. So just search for CMD and then open the command prompt once again. And this time when I write R, for example, space hyphen hyphen version here, it's going to recognize the R command and it gives me the version of R we have installed. Also, if I write simply R here and then press enter, it's going to open the R console for me in the command prompt. And here I can once again evaluate some R commands, right? Similar to what we have done in the R console. So I'm going to just say hi and it's going to print the output. So this is how you can set the environment variables for the R programming language. Now you can also install and use the IDE called RStudio, which is popularly used for R programming language. So let's see how we can install it and use it. So just go to your favorite browser and search for RStudio download, and the first link which will appear here will be from posset.co/download. So we are going to click on this link, and once this web page opens, when you scroll down, you will see two stages here. First stage is install R, which we have already finished, and the second stage is install RStudio. So we are going to click on download RStudio desktop for Windows here, and once you click on this link, it's going to download this executable file for RStudio. So just wait for this download to finish. And once this executable file is downloaded, we are going to click on this file, and let me minimize the browser. And here on this first window, you will see welcome to RStudio. We are going to click on the next button here, and then it's going to take around 1.3 gigabyte of space on your computer. So if you are okay with that, and then this will be the default location where RStudio will be installed. So if you are okay with the location, just leave it. And then it's going to show you how much space is required for this installation. So it's around 1.3 GB. If you're okay with that, click on install, which is going to start the installation of RStudio. So at this point, once again, we will just wait for this RStudio to finish this installation. Just wait for this progress bar to reach to the 100% mark. And once RStudio is installed, you will see this message which is completing RStudio setup. So we are going to click on finish here. And once the installation is finished, we can click on our Windows icon and then go to the RStudio section here. So just scroll down a little And here you can see this RStudio. And once you click on RStudio, it's going to launch RStudio on your Windows operating system. So you can see RStudio has been launched. So it also opens the R console by default, right? So from here, I can simply evaluate once again the R commands, and then let's say our favorite print function, right? So I'm going to just print hello, and it prints hello, right? If you want to create the R file, click on this plus icon or click on file and then select new file, R script, and then just save this script first. So I'm going to click on save button, and then you can choose where you want to save this file. So I'm going to create a new folder in my documents folder, and then I'm going to just name it as R apps here. And inside this folder, I'm going to name my file as test, and the type will be dot capital R, right? So I'm going to click on save, which is going to create this file, right? And once this file is created, let's once again print something. So print hi. And once that's done, save your file, and then you can run this file, right? So you can see this option here which says run the current line. So I'm going to just select this line and then click on run, and then it runs the current line, right? You also have the option to run the previous code region, and you also have the option for source the contents of the active document here. Now, if you want to run this test.r file, you can also open the terminal here at the bottom. So you can see this option which says terminal, and it's going to just open this terminal. It might give you the warning which might ask you, do you want to allow public or private network to access this app? Just click allow at this point. Here you can see we are inside our documents folder, right? And this test.r file is inside our R apps folder, inside the documents folder. So we are going to go to the R apps folder, just type R A and then press tab key, which is going to auto-complete the name of the folder. And to run this file, I'm going to just write this command, which is R script and the name of my file, which is test.r, and then press enter. And it's going to just run this script and then give me the output, which is hi in my case, right? Same thing you can also do on the command prompt. So when I just open the command prompt, and when I cd to the folder where I have this R script, then I can run the same command on the command prompt to run this R file. So if I go to the folder explorer, I can see this is in my documents folder, and then in my R apps folder, I'm going to copy this path, go to the command prompt and then cd and then paste this path. And then when I write R script command and the name of the file and then press enter, it's going to once again print the output, but this time it prints the output on the command prompt itself, right? So you don't need any kind of IDE even to run your R scripts. So this is how you can install R and RStudio on your Windows operating system. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.